Hey Aries, welcome to 2019 yearly read, Ministress of Magic. It's a little bit of Palo Santo, pre-shuffled. Before your reading I did Cancer. The shuffle and the card pulling was very slow and mellow and grounded. Now it was very fast-paced, jumping everywhere, wanting to be here and there at the same time. It's going to be a fast-paced year, Aries. I can feel it for you. And you're going to be tempted to move fast and furious. I need us to practice. Even before I even opened the cards, I didn't see the cards. I was very loyal to the process. But I already sense things from when I shuffle. Just the way I shuffle, the way the cards fall down. It's like an energy of wanting to control things, wanting to do things your way. You're an Aries, that's great, and also it makes sense. But there's the challenge here is to be able to stop and listen and breathe, because I had a little bit of sudden back pain and I did a wrong movement with the way I sat, and like I feel a little bit of joint pains for you guys. Maybe you guys need to watch your movements. Don't push yourself. I know you like to push yourself to your limits. You are very strong. But I want the fire in you to give you life this year, and it most certainly can and should. I need you to not stand in your own way by not being able to stand still. Does that make sense? Sometimes you have to wait. Nature does things a certain way. A tree, if you overwater it because you want it to grow faster, you'll only kill it. I need you to learn how to listen from the heart and not just from the gut, wanting to do, to create. It's covering for something, Aries. I'm feeling like your need of constant action right now, specifically to those who are listening to me in the year of 2019. And this is probably something that exists in you your entire life, but it will come out very strongly in 2019. It is covering for something. There's a need to prove yourself, to show that you can do and win, which is amazing. That's how you achieve so many things. But you have to control it and not let it control you, therefore forcing you to try and control reality and situation and other people. Control thyself and thy movements. I need you to practice breathing in 2019. Being mindful to your movements and to your actions. And if you encounter roadblocks, try to change your perspective, and instead of seeing a block, look at it as a road sign. Maybe there's something there that you're guided towards, that if you were allowed to go here, it would harm you in a way. We can't always see the big picture. We can't always see the big picture, okay? So you have to understand that in comparison to the universal spirit and to this life, we are ants. We can't always see what is ahead. So don't punch walls when you know it's only going to make you bleed. Wait at the right timing, look for a crack, be smart about it, okay? So that's come right off the bat, just kind of channeling the energy for 2019. Now let's get to the cards. I'm being directed to start with the conclusion of the year. This is the 13th pile. So far for Virgo and for Cancer, I first did it by the month and then I saw the conclusion. I feel like I want to see, and I want to call the significator. I'm going to see this and then I'm going to open by the month, okay? It's like there'll be something up your butt, excuse my language, like that makes you always like wanting to be on the go, but it's not something that gives you fire and energy. It's actually something that itches. It's like when you're sitting and you want to stand up, not because you have energy and you want to stand up, but because there's something nagging you in the pillow, okay? It's just that you don't know that that's what it is, so you think because you want to be active, but it's actually something deep inside of you, like a thorn that is just stuck there. I don't know if it's from childhood or something psychological, something karmic maybe, that makes you always feel like you have to prove yourself. It is your Achilles heel, Aries, not your benefactor. Maybe it served you for a long time for certain things, but this time in 2019, this can be your Achilles heel, your weakness. So remember what I'm saying right now. If you're tempted to fighting battles that you might not need to fight, if you just sit them out and allow things to play out, and then it will just resolve itself in a way. Okay. Of course, Turisas. Thor's hammer. Thor is also thorn. And this is ego and winning. And it's very Mars energy. So it really, really resonates with what I'm saying. I'm very happy that it's in its upright. It means that you're gonna accomplish, you're gonna succeed, you're gonna achieve, you're gonna do it. But here's the thing, you're gonna do it either way. Choose your battles. Okay, and this is being channeled. Let's see the cards, but I need Turisas to be balanced for you guys. Okay, and not forced on others. Control thyself, not thy other. Alright. Amazing. The Lovers. 3 of Swords. Element of Chalices being the element of water. This deck adds cards that are the elements. It's not the ace, it's like the embodiment of water. Okay. Love and emotions are the thing that needs to lead this year. Healing a heart. Whether be it your heart, whether be it a significant other heart. And Turisas here, that's your challenge. See this 3 of Swords here? She's like hugging her knees, and there's like swords in the heart. It's pain and agony. It's heartache. And see this angel here holding the swords? It's the after tarot. And here the couple underneath are already touching each other and approaching each other. So a choice has been made, or is going to be made relatively in the beginning of 2019. 2019 is about a choice being made, a choice of love, of the heart. Okay, that's the guidance, because I have the element of water. Choosing the heart, not the ego. Oh my God, now I understand why all this channeling came and what it's supposed to mean and why they were shuffled the way they were shuffled. Some of you have ego and wanting to prove yourself that is really holding you back from healing a heart, either yours or another, and probably it's the same because we mirror each other. You are given an opportunity to take the sword off of someone's heart and release them. Look at this feminine here, and look at her here, how different that is. And this is, the heart is water, okay? Here, it's like swords, the mind is hurting the heart, overthinking, worrying, aching. And here it's like the mind is releasing the heart. Don't let the mind determine the path of your heart, okay? Don't let your ego, Thor, the hammer, the thorn inside of you from your childhood or from something inner deep that is holding you back from releasing this energy of flow and inspiration and love and purity and renewal. This is the year where you release yourself from the thorns in your heart. You're freeing yourself. Like the swords are being taken out of the heart, and you're free to swim in the realm of your inside without fear. Why do people sometimes fear water and the ocean and swimming and diving? Because Water is the subconscious. It's our childhood. It's our most inner emotional realm. If we're afraid of our heart and of our emotions and of our past and our subconscious, it can translate as fear of water. And then we try to control it and step away from it and only focus on what we know best, which is the sword, the mind. This is when you jump deep, Aries. This is the year. This is the year. You have to jump deep. You have to let go your arms. Let down your arms. Cancer had to lift up the sword, pick up the sword. You need to let go of the sword. And you need to swim. Open yourself up. Take yoga classes. I don't know what you need to do, Aries, to relieve yourself and breathing, and spend time with water. Choose love. There's a focal point for this year. You will be okay. Tu estás in its upper. You will win everything. But it will be in a different way than what you're used to, okay? It will be in a different way than what you're used to. It will be from the heart, not from the mind. Okay, fantastic. So this is the significance of 2019. This is the overall. Okay, now let's get to the reading. Hi, Morgan. January. Are you ready? I am. 3 of Cups. Woo! Very lighthearted energy. Very happy. You're invited to a lot of things. There's a lot of reason to celebrate in January. The holiday season is over for most, but for you it's only starting. January is a reason to celebrate. You're having a lot of fun and very flowing communication and partnerships. Encourage the flow. Encourage the lighthearted energy. High Priestess and 3 of Pentacles. Wow, okay. So if you're a feminine, you might be working with groups of women, guiding them, healing them, helping them, cooperating with them. Maybe you're a part of a group like that where there's a spiritual teacher or an emotional guide. The feminine aspect is very, very strong in January. If you're a male, if you're a masculine, tap into your feminine energy, your intuition, your gut feeling, trying to let go of control and building from there. 3-3-2. 2 3s, and the High Priestess is 2. This is very deep intuitive knowledge. The Gaz. Okay. Can also be the letter D. Interesting. This is okay. January is the month of magic. It's manifesting from the heart, from joy. V'ha'ita ach samech. In the Jewish culture, you are expected to be happy. It's like a mitzvah. Okay. 3 of Cups is manifesting from joy, from laughter. It echoes very, very wide in the universe, and it brings in very, very positive energy and positive things. Cooperations are advised in January. There's a lot of productive, fun energy for you guys. And the Gaz, this is a new start. Many of us are going through a massive new start. There's a new way of looking at things. You're looking at things differently in January. This is the dawn, the sunrise. And you see here how the light is kind of shone bright upwards from the inside, like from the inner circle. From the ground, goes up into the universe. And then here we have the moon shining right back down at us. Okay, and this is the flow of energy and positivity. So exude light and receive light. This is the light, the dawn. Shine bright. Shine bright like a diamond, Aries. Shine your knowledge with joy. Tell your truth, but with a flair of humor. Like with ease, in a way that everyone will enjoy hearing. No room for being harsh. It's like all the messages are like, let down your arms. Let down your arms. Your fire, your weapon is your inner light this year, okay? Love, support, positivity, warmth. That's how you will win this year. Your weapon is changing. Your weapons are different. No more instruments of war, instruments of peace. I really like this reading. Very different energy than the Cancerian one, but also very uplifting and positive. Lovely. I love that we start with the Guz. Okay. February. Page of Pentacles. 2 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands. Cancer also had this combination. This is very good. Work is looking good. And Seuss. Okay. And Seuss with the Page of Pentacles. For those of you who are students and or teachers, this is a good month for communication, for having new ideas and expressing them, and for potentially a new either project or initiation. You might be working with someone new. You're either offering someone something or they're offering something to you that has to do with mutual work. It's going to be very benevolent and productive. There's an element of teaching and advising here. Someone might need to expand their knowledge by practicing a new skill or embettering an existing skill just by adding tools to the toolbox, expanding the knowledge, learning more, teaching more. There's a little bit of need of taking care of your health. I don't see any disease at all, but I do see a more consciousness to health. You're beginning, okay, this is what it is. Around February, you're starting, it's like you've learned something new around January. In February, you're starting to be like looking at things differently. You have a different perspective on life and how daily living should look like. And I feel like some of you are changing your nutrition or learning something new about how to take care of your body or of your mind. It could be spiritual. Maybe you're learning something new spiritual because of the High Priestess here. And we went from the 3 of Pentacles to the 2 of Pentacles. So you had a lot of knowledge in something, or you've gained a new knowledge, but it also opened new doors to discover, being aware of how much more you have to learn. So in February, you're like, okay, I have more to learn in this field, or there's something new that I want to expand with, or expand my knowledge in. So this is a good time to go about it. To either advise someone or seek advice from someone, or both. We're always constantly the teacher and the student, right? Amazing. Even this reading is much more of a fast pace than the Cancer one. It's like you're so high energy, you're like wired in 2019. I just want you to take care of your health. I want you to breathe through it. I don't want you to do any sudden movements that can hurt you. Okay? So let's say you're starting a new training routine, right? Oh, I wanted to do it this way so you can see what's up. I'm sorry. Let's say you're starting a new training routine, or you want to take on a challenge of bettering yourself in a way. Do it wise, do it smart. It's like if you're going vegan or vegetarian, then speak to a lot of vegetarians or read a lot about it. Like if you cut something out of your diet, then you need to add something to replace it, right? If you cut off meat, then you need to know what it is that you need to have your iron, to have your protein. It's very easy and it exists, but you need to know. So if you just cut out your only source of iron and protein and you don't, you know, exchange it with something else, then it's not good, right? So go through the change, but be smart about it. Why am I so wired? Are you wired, Aries? We need to practice breathing. March, Ace of Wands. Wonderful. Cancer also had Ace of Wands in this position in March. And Six of Wands with the Two of Swords in the reverse. I love this. I absolutely love this. Wait, I want to look at it first. And here we have, I love this lizard. So in shamanic culture, so the lizard, it's like the very much the high priestess of the animal as well. Of course, there are other animals that can represent it, but it's a seer. Lizards are a seer. They see into the future. And I like that here you see the Two of Swords here. She has her eyes covered, but it's in the reverse. And here we have the spirit animals of the seer. It's like your blindfolds are being shed down. And Two of Swords is very much the the psychology, the deep psychological aspect that are stuck in us from childhood. And it's like in March, your eyes are opening up to a new world and way of thinking. Kenaz, yes, open hand. You're opening up to a brand new world of way of thinking, way of looking at things. It's not new things in the world, but for you it's new because you've never looked at these things. It's like someone in January, either a group of people or someone, I don't know, it's like or some sort of experiences really opened your eyes into a different way of living or thinking. It's just, and now you want to learn more about it. Like and as you learn more about it, a whole new world is opening up for you in March. Like, wow, I didn't know that these things exist. What is that? That is so cool. And you actually make new friends. Like you make new connections that are, you know, based off the same. So say you open up to spirituality, you meet a lot of spiritual people who work with energy, okay? And so you get to learn about it. Let's say you want to become vegetarian, so you meet a lot of vegetarian people. It's like your social structure changes with your new perspective of life. And you're very open-minded and open-hearted. Kenaz is the open hand. It's the receiving. It's very positive. It's receiving gifts, receiving offers, learning new things, expansion. There's a new form of consciousness entering your life in March. And in the first quarter, like in the first quarter of the year. Now, Six of Wands in its upright and Two of Swords in the reverse. You're defeating yourself. This is good. This means that you've listened to my advice. You are defeating your childhood demons and your old self and new and old paradigmas that you had. Sorry, I just want to like relit it. And that opens up a portal to a great new world of experiences. Exciting, Aries. I like it. I like it a lot. Now you can see it and it's upright. Every time I open, now you get to see it and it's upright. First I have to have it facing me so I can read it. But then as I go, you'll be able to look at it. Okay, April. Seven of Pentacles, great. Okay, Elder of Cups, like Queen of Cups, and it's upright, and Four of Pentacles in the reverse. This is very interesting, this process that you're going through, Aries. Very, very interesting. You're really letting your guards down. Like, you're like, okay, what suits this What suits this new world of mine and what doesn't? What do I need to let go of and release? And the Four of Pentacles in the reverse, releasing. So April, you're like really letting go of the things you used to invest in that no longer sit right in your new emotional realm. Like you're really tapping into your, oh, Lido in the reverse. Okay. All right, we got this. All right, so in April, first of all, if you're considering traveling, I would hold off with it. Because it's not, I don't know, something with the timing isn't right. You're seeing Raido and it's upright, but it's actually, I'm reading it in reverse. Like this. Right? Raido is the movement, it's the messages, it's the business endeavors. And I feel like this is not the time to invest in something that you're not entirely sure of. Wait a little bit until new knowledge comes along, until you have a little more in your bag of skill, money, instruments before you go about it. You might be choosing to step away from someone that could possibly, like I see you guys or gals stepping away from someone who represents your old dogma and old mechanism into someone or something new that represents your new mechanism of operating from the heart. You're like, you're counting your losses. You're like, is it worth it for me to leave this either work or partner or group of friends or inner self mechanism? Because I've invested in it and I've you know, put so much energy and effort in it. Is it, and I see you guys doing it. Okay, so now I get the Raido in reverse. It could possibly be separation from something, but something that is good. The only thing that I want to tell you is try to be very kind with your communication, and just, you know, slide out of it. Be clear. I'm not saying like be shady or give wrong impression or wrong ideas or lead someone on. Don't do that. But find a way of being clear but soft. Because you're stepping away from one mechanism, from like people who represent the old mechanism to people who represent the new mechanism. It's like you're learning how to handle life differently, and you want to be around people who know how to do that in a way. Give me a second. What am I trying else to say? Some of you, I'll be honest, some of you have been really in a very a go-getting kind of energy. Achieving, succeeding, getting, accumulating funds, blah, 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 all that. And now you're trying to shift to a new form of living, like being more in the experience, in the moment, from the heart. This is the repetition of this reading. And you're trying to figure out how to go about it. What is it that you can leave behind? What is worth being let go of? What is worth... Yeah, so that's what it is. Okay, but I'm encouraging it. Take it easy. As I said, don't be in a rush. It's okay. You're going towards something new and different and more intuitive, more sensor-oriented. You know, I don't necessarily feel like you are shifting your entire life, aka quitting a big job, moving a home, whatever. I feel like it's in the little things. It's like in the daily little things, how you look at what you do, how you respond to things, who you spend more time with, what kind of things you suddenly, if you used to, okay, some of you, if you used to look for something specific in a partner, in a potential partner, now what you're looking for is changing. It's like you're now looking for something else now. You're looking at it differently. What used to matter to you doesn't matter anymore. And things that you didn't respect before or didn't look highly at before now suddenly seem very appealing and magical. So it's like, so it's just like this new realm built inside your head in a way. I think it's lovely and really interesting. Please comment. And let me know. You can always book a reading with me if you want us to delve into situations even more. And come back to this reading every month. That way you make the connection, receive the guidance again, because you're not going to remember this in 6 months, right? So download this. You can always come back to the website. You have purchased it, so it's yours forever. So come back to this every month. Okay, May. 9 of Wands. Oh, I love this. Ace of Cups and Judgment with the 9 of Wands. Brilliant. He was. Okay. Okay. I know what this is. You shifted. You've changed. You went about it. You did things about it in April. In May, there's a certain need to defend this new realm of self, of awareness, of point of view on life, of new people in your life. There will be a certain need to defend it. And what do I mean by that? It's not like someone is going to be in danger as much as, you know, when we change, then people around us don't like it. Because they met us as we are and we served something in them. And if they don't grow with us, then it's time to part or to change together or to accept you as your new self, okay? And certain people are not going to like it. I'll be honest. Certain people are not going to like this new you. They're going to really try and be like, wait, but what happened to, you used to be like this, now you're like this. What you don't like is to spend time with me anymore. What you don't, like, you're starting to stand up to people that you used to not stand up to around May, because you've changed and now they confront you on certain things, and you're like, you know what? It's none of your business. Like, you've grown. You have become aware of of other aspects in you that were in you, but they were numb. Judgment. You're reawakening to yourself. There's renewal of the heart, like of the element of water, is really coming out. Like you're a new element is emerging in you, Aries, that was there, but it was numb. It's like the water was always underneath everything in your life, okay? But it wasn't like expressed or communicated or lived by. You just felt deeply, but you didn't live by it. You tried it to suppress it. And here the water are coming out, and it's coming out beautifully, like Judgment and the Ace of Cups, everything, all of the realm of emotions and intuition and spirituality and you know, yeah, you're changing, you're transforming. It's beautiful. I think it's gorgeous. But you know, certain people will object. Your own ego will object. And that's what you need to stand up for. That's what you'll need to fight. Fight, and you know, not like actual, just keep your guards up. Be like, you don't need to go into any battles or conflicts with anybody. I don't encourage that at all. Just hold on. Don't let them convince you that there's something wrong with what you're doing. Don't let them drag you back into the past. They're not doing it from ill intention. It will seem like good advice. It will seem like, you know, caring advice, because they do care, but they got it all wrong. They don't recognize this new you. So they're speaking with you in your old language, which you're like, oh, I don't even know if I remember this language anymore. I used to speak it. What? And you're still very much excited about this new language that you're learning about life and about yourself. So listen, there might be a relationship in your life also as well, either a new one or existing, that you'll want to share with the world or expose. Like, okay, now we need to now we can show that we're together or something like that, or now we can, and that maybe your environment isn't necessarily supportive of it for some reason. I don't know if it's family or maybe if it's work, if you guys work together, but there's something about it that makes you a little bit anxious in regards of telling people about it. And you know what, just do it. It's the right thing to do. You know it. You'll have to just stick through it, and do the right thing. You know, it's okay. It's good. It's just challenging, but you're protected and you're on your track. Don't let it confuse you, though. Don't let it put you in doubts in regards of who it is that you're with, your new diet that you started, this new form of whatever, this new thing that you're learning. I don't know what it is. Okay. Hold on. It's just the beginnings are always challenging. But I'm really liking this for you guys. I think it's very brave. That's probably the courage that is requested here. Tulisas is courage. Yeah, you need to be courageous. And stand up to who you love. Stand up for who you love. For what you believe in. For your new self. That's great. Okay. June. The Hangman. This makes a lot of sense, and I'm really liking this reading. I'm really proud of you guys. Initiate of Swords, like Page of Swords, and Ace of Wands. The Hangman, and look how beautiful. In this deck, it's like he's making the sacrifice, but he has help and support in his cause. Whatever this is that you need to stand up for, you're doing this with someone. Someone that you that you're really passionate about. That you're learning a lot of new things. Your perspective, the Hangman is about change of perspective. Tir in reverse. Yes. This is upright. This is strength. This is action. This is winning. This is inaction. This is passive. This is non-active. This is very much the Hangman. There's a need to wait, okay? You have a new passion, you have new ideas, but there could be someone who's giving you a harsh time, like either being a little bit jealous or a little bit negative, giving you wrong advice, being a little bit spiteful. Maybe you're in a new connection that someone is annoyed by for some reason. They're trying to kind of convince, they're not happy for you. And it makes you lose a little bit of sense of security in yourself. But whoever this person that you're with is very encouraging, and they keep pouring this cup of water in your mouth, like giving you faith and giving you strength to keep this opposition. I think what it says that in June, you should not go into any battles. Just step away from naysayers and negative. Be very particular with your communication, what you tell who. Kind of dodge the bullets in a way. Like instead of like arguing with someone, just avoiding conversation with them, for example, if you know that they're going to get to go there or be like that. There could be also whatever new beginning that you've initiated in March, whatever new passion, new connection, new way of life, it could be challenged. Like, okay, I'm giving this just as an example because it's easy for me to give this as an example, but say you went vegetarian here in March and you're excited about it and you believe in it, and if your mother is like, no, you should eat meat, then you're like, you stand up for her, all kinds like that. And you're going through the process and you're letting go of old habits and you're learning how to do it. And here it's getting a little bit hard because maybe now you're going somewhere, maybe you're going on a dinner party or a cruise and all the food there is only meat and it's getting hard. So you have a support system that is really holding you through it and helping you. And you want to give up a little bit, but Tir Here is very much the Ace of Wands. Here we have Tear in the reverse, like your instincts, you wanna give up. But the Ace of Wands is like, no, keep going. You're good. You're on the right path. It's hard, it's difficult, but look, you have the support. You believe in it. It's for something bigger and better. You can do it. Just learn a little. Page of Swords can also be learning. Just learn a little bit more about it. Okay, so this can be looked at in a different way. If it's a relationship that someone in your environment objects, ignore them. And don't let them convince you that, I mean, look at who's there for you for real, not at words. Do not listen to words. In June, listen to actions and to energy. Who does what? Who makes you feel what? If someone says all the right things, but they make you feel really drained and tired, they're not good for you. If someone doesn't necessarily speak certain things the way you're used to people communicating, but you feel more supported and loved and energized next to them, that's your answer. This reading is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous, Aries. You're going through a great process. All right. Are we ready for July? Are we ready for July? Let's see. 10 of Wands, good. Yes. Whatever this is about, July is releasing it. So we have 10 of Wands, and then you have Elder of Swords and 7 of Pentacles. Great. We went from the Page of Swords to the Elder of Swords. The process was integrated in 7 of Pentacles. Again, 7 of Pentacles. So whatever process you've been working on in April, March and April, it was a little bit of a challenge through May, June, but you've held your ground. And now the difficulty and the challenges of it are releasing, and now you're starting to really enjoy and see the mechanism, the good mechanism of it. Your knowledge grew, your understanding of this new way is better, and now you can really just live by it better. Be with this person, learn this new knowledge, live this certain lifestyle. Sowilo, yay, yes, 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 victory. It's the letter S, the sun, light. So we started this with the Gaz, right? With the dawn, with the sunrise. And here, by July, the sun is all the way up in the sky. It took us 7 months to learn, to be inspired by, then learn, then integrate this newfound self. And July feels much better. You're feeling much more at ease with it. With the person, with the job, with the knowledge, with the way of living. You're getting the picture. This is very clear. It's like a lightning bolt came, struck down all those annoying 9 of Wands that were in opposition, freed your mind from all the nonsense and the petty BS, and it had you go from page to king with your knowledge, with your cognitive sword, air elemental knowledge. And 7 of Pentacles, I like that here it's like the masculine, and here it's the feminine. It's like the feminine, the intuitive, this new sense of world finally is integrated in your reality, in your earthbound reality, 3D, because Pentacles, earth. And you're integrating it in your daily life, and it's already habits. So you're already with this person, and things are now more clear and better between you, and there's less opposition. I don't know why there was opposition, like Romeo and Juliet, what the fuck. But whatever this was, you've handled it bravely, and now you're like, ugh. You've earned a vacation. No, because truth is with you. So Willow is also truth. Hangman is truth. You change your perspective, so you look at things differently, but the truth is what it is still. You just didn't see it as it was before, but now you're seeing it for what it is. And this person that was there for you throughout this time, they're worthy of this newfound position. Or maybe it was you that did this for someone else. You helped someone in a process or in a growth journey. You stuck by them while people weren't supportive. And now you might be gaining, payment is the wrong word. It's like you're getting back your good karma. Like if someone was there for you, so now you're there for them. Or you were there for someone, so now they're there for you. Okay, I like it. I like it a lot. What a spiritual warrior you are, Aries. Guys, if you don't resonate with it, watch another placement. Okay, this is Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. And this could be one narrative of the year. Let's see what else comes up. August. 5 of Cups. Cancer had it here in September. Ooh, the World and 9 of Pentacles. Okay, I'm seeing the picture. Can you see what I'm seeing? Tell me if you can see what you see. Scream at the scream at the computer. So we have here the world, unity of soul, soul unity, soul connection, union, the world, the ultimate, achievement. And the lady here, the feminine, is all happy and satisfied and appreciative and enjoys it. But the dude here, the masculine, is like, ooh, I know I have all of this, but I'm not looking at it because I'd rather cry over this. Like, can you stop? If you're the whiner, stop. If you're with the whiner, oh, I'm sorry, just kick him. Disclaimer, this reading is for advisory purpose, entertainment purpose only. You are the sole responsible for your actions after this. Please don't sue me. And don't really kick anybody. Anyway. Okay, I know what it is. Remember, we're supposed to focus on the element of water. Someone here, okay, this is an analogy. It's a metaphor, not necessarily the situation, but, I didn't expose, Bilk in the reverse. Okay. I know what this is about. Girl, I'm sorry. Boy, you need to be better. Allow me to explain. So, this was tiresome. I get it. But you managed through it. And then finally you can enjoy it. You can enjoy being together. Or you can enjoy living this new type of life. Or you can enjoy this job. Whatever. I feel like this is love. Okay? So now you can enjoy being together. But someone here is still stuck on how they used to boohoo feel. The victim mode. Okay? So in June, it was supported and someone stuck by you because you were circumstantially in a difficult situation, or someone in your life was, okay? It's vice versa. Just, I don't know if I'm talking to you or the significant other, but one of you. So let's say you're the boohoo. But it made sense circumstantially, okay? You were in a unpleasant situation, and someone was there for you and with you, and you did well, you stuck through, and now you get to actually enjoy it, except that someone is still a little bit addicted to the feeling of the victim and wanting to have someone just be like at their bedside. But you're not in bed anymore, darling. And what was. You made it. You did it. Now, one person here wants to enjoy it and appreciate it. And one person wants to bitch. And that will be hurtful and damaging for the feminine. Bjork in reverse. Bjork is like the empress. Bjork is like the meter. It's the crops. It's the feminine. It's the divine feminine. It's very fertile. It's very... Now, here's another thing that could potentially arise. If this is a couple, this might be a situation where the man, one of you wants pregnancy, and then the woman is not ready. She still wants to work on her. Is this the Nine of Pentacles, right? Yeah. She still wants to be free and work on her career and enjoy her independence. So, like someone is finally achieving independence and can enjoy a little bit of life, and now suddenly, boom, a child. Well, can you give me a second? And the other person who wants it now is like, okay, that's one way. If you are like this, she earned it. Let her let her enjoy her independence a little bit. You guys are not going anywhere. This is the world. 21. This is meant to be. It's you and her. You're each other's bae. Waiting a year is not, it's okay. If someone is having a hard time getting pregnant, I can't go into medical issues. I don't want to give wrong advice, and it's not a private reading. I don't want to say something that won't necessarily be relevant, and then, oh no. But it could be a possibility as well in August. Maybe it's just not the right timing. Many times that happens. The woman, it's not necessarily like an actual physical problem as much as something in her psyche, in her soul, in her subconscious just isn't ready. So her body cooperates with her, Both sides need to be ready. Patience is a virtue. It's like one person is really ready and the other isn't yet. Be patient and loving with each other. It's just not the time. Bill in reverse sometimes says it's not the time. It's not the right timing. So enjoy what you have and wait a little bit. Yeah, that's August. Okay. All right. But there's success. Nine of Pentacles in the world, that's massive success. When it comes to money and career and union, it's like all of it, the works. It's like you've worked very, very hard for something. You've invested in Seven of Pentacles, and now it's reaching fruition. Now you need to enjoy it and not dwell on what still doesn't exist. Enjoy what you've achieved and what does exist. Please remember this for August. Okay, September. Four of Pentacles. Three of Wands and the Emperor. Wow. Okay. Hagalas. Okay. This is when the old mechanism surfaces back. We were excited about change. We did everything. And now we're living it. We're actually living it. So it's very hard to let go, to shed all the past and all the old habits. Old habits die hard. This is literal Four of Pentacles. Old habits die hard. That's the card for it. And the Emperor really wants to be in control and know what's up. And the Three of Wands really wants to know the path and where things are going. But unfortunately, circumstances doesn't allow, okay? Something bigger than you. Hagalas is hail, is nature. Doesn't matter how talented and how great you are, okay? And how amazing of a driver you are. And how wonderful your car is. If there's very strong hail, you shouldn't drive. You need to wait. Some things are bigger than us, right? We can be very talented, very strong, but we have to be able to let go of what it is that we can't control and not feel threatened by it. Okay? Don't feel threatened by forces that are bigger than you. It's not always about you. Sometimes delays are just a matter of like the big picture of the collective. And okay, it's like imagine that you're God forbid you're driving, right? You're going somewhere, you need to get a certain place at a certain time, and you planned and you did right, and you put fuel, and you got out on time, and you're driving you're great, you're great, you're great. But then suddenly the road is blocked because there was, God forbid, an accident, okay? You can't drive through. You have to wait until they clear the area, until the ambulances go, until the police go, until they tow the car away, whatever. Because it's dangerous to pass now. You just can't. It's bigger than you. It's not about you. It's not to hurt you. It's not because of you. It just is. Sometimes life is like that. We have delays or certain changes, things that we can't control. We need to wait them out. This is what I said. Remember in the beginning? Be patient and learn when to sit. September, you need to learn when to sit. There's hail. Something happened bigger than you. You can't control it. And the universe needs to fix shit out. Or circumstances need to work themselves out. Okay? It's like someone getting a promotion because the person that had the job before them, they quit and they're leaving. But now they suddenly last minute asked to stay another month because their other job is delayed in another month. So the organization has allowed them to stay in their position for another month because they have a family and they have a baby and they did well and they're okay with giving them another month last minute. So you need to wait another month. Oh, it's okay. That's the kind of thing that I'm talking about. So you need to wait another year for a baby. Huh? So your wife will be super happy and feel ready. You want a ready mother. Believe me. You do not want a mother that isn't prepared, that feels depressed, that feels like her freedom is being taken away from her. She needs to be ready. She needs to know that women knows when. Women know when. You have to trust the maternal, primal energy. You have to. You don't have a choice, dear man. Okay? If this resonates with you, this could be anything. You can't control this, Emperor. You can't control hail, hagalas. Be more free and liberated with your mind. Be on the 3 and not on the 4. Look ahead to the horizon. Look at the big picture, not what's just in front of your nose. Okay? Hip hip hooray. I love you guys so much, Aries. I love you guys so much. October! 8 of Cups. What you doing? Or who is doing? Novus / Page of Cups and the element of air. Wow. With the 8 of Cups. Okay, I got this. Hold on. Manaz, gorgeous. Gorgeous. Okay, I'll explain. It's also gorgeous. It's also gorgeous. Doo-doo-doo-doo. I love how, you get such a full scope. Different decks and runes. The runes always they clarify things so perfectly. Wait, I'm looking. Give me a sec. Free your mind and the rest will follow. Free your mind and the rest will follow. Look at this. Look at how she's busy looking at the cup, looking at herself, looking at her past, looking at her heart, looking at who's leaving. Really, really looking. And see him walking away. Bye, 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 bye. Oh, freedom! Okay, this doesn't have to be a breakup, but let's just say if someone has been controlling and annoying and a little bit too much and now they're walking away, instead of being like, oh no, where did they go? Be like, what? I am the boss of me. I am the boss of me. Sorry. Let that be a lesson to them. Or to you, if someone is leaving, if you know, if this woman is like, okay, I'm done with this BS. I want to think about myself. I want to liberate myself. I want to be happy and take care of myself, my inspiration. I want to spread my knowledge to the world. I want to have friends. I want to communicate. I want to cooperate. I want to expand Manaz, the rune of humanity and of unity and of universal wisdom. So what's happening here, guys, in October is that you are called to express yourself and not dwell. Whatever this is about in August, that kind of trickles into September. It's interesting. Cancer also had this like difficult time, and boom, in October they're like feel much better. Look at the positive. If you lose something, if something is lost, don't wait for them to return. Don't wait for it to return. Let go. And find the inspiration in it, okay? Find what it is that you can learn about yourself. Sometimes when we are forced to be left alone with ourselves, that's when our mind blossoms into so many realizations, okay? There is a new creative idea in October. And you're really thinking about something that you want to express to the world and to your environment. Some of you, it's the opposite. You're so self-absorbed that someone is just be like, I can't, bye. And they're like, okay, bye. Because you're still self-absorbed. And I don't know if you might regret it. I don't know. Because the rune, again, calls for unity. Manaz is unity. And see here I have the Gaz. Manaz is a combination of the Gaz and Ihewaz. So this is the new dawn setting roots in the earth, okay? Your new beginning, all of this year that you've been going through, around October, it's like, okay, you need to be this new you already. But there's still a little bit of mishmash in your heart. You know what it is? So the element of water, you've embraced it and you've worked with it, but it's been so much because you're not used to it. So now you feel like you know, like when you go from one extreme to the other, because that's how we always find balance. When we're in one extreme, then we pull ourselves, or something pulls us to 180 to the other extreme, and then little by little we find the balance. So if we were in complete element of one thing, now we found the element of water, so we were a little bit too much in it, okay? So now the element of air be like, hey, wait, balance, okay? So you learned the Gaz, woohoo, but now let's root it down to the ground and let's find both, okay? So yeah, do your inner contemplation and inner thinking, but don't forget to communicate it to the world, to express it out and not leave it in. Speak your heart. This is when you return to be your old self a little bit also. Once, if the water element was very suppressed in you and too much inside, and now it came out and you've been fighting for it and you've been doing good, but now you're a little bit, you feel like it's hard for you to find the balance. So this is how they tell you to find the balance. Express it. Don't forget to use your mind to express your heart, right? Your heart makes the decision, your mind forms the strategy of how to go about it. Plans the route. Okay, your heart determines the destination, your mind plans the route. So now that you've allowed your heart to determine the destinations, now reawaken your mind to plan the route, and that will bring the ultimate vision, you know, to be shown. Does that make sense? Am I clear for October? This is also very creative time. Some of you are just like taking a little bit of leave of absence from people in your life just to work on your on yourself, on your ideas, on your feelings. Sorry, I just need to check the time. November. 10 of Swords. Okay. Don't be scared. It's an ending. The Star and Elder of Wands. The Star and King of Wands. And 10 of Swords. Perdre. Wow. Also the letter P. By the way, Manaz is like the letter M. Hagalas is the letter H, in case you're wondering. Beorok, the letter B, if I didn't say it. Perdre, also the letter P. Okay. Oh, sorry. Okay. Wait, I'm looking. All right. Some of you are being released from a certain type of control of a father figure or of an older figure. You have the Emperor here and the Four of Wands, and you wanted to take a new road, but someone is holding you back. So this could have been not you, maybe, in September. This might have been someone like a parent or a figure that has a lot of strong effect on you, and if it's a parent, then it would make sense. In November, I feel like there's a certain acceptance with this figure, like the mind control and the tension is being released and relieved. Do not think that I'm trying to say, oh, someone's dying, but I'm trying to be nice about it just because of this image. This is symbolic, guys, okay? This is putting to rest past difficult karma, difficult lessons, a difficult time frame in our life. This is an ending of something, okay? And I'm connecting it because I have here the King of Wands and Perdre and the Star, and I just do what I do, right? It most certainly does not have to mean death whatsoever. Most likely it's not. It's not how the cards operate. It's not how I operate. This shows an ending of a karmic connection, not even, you know, very deep, because, okay, the Two of Swords here. Something psychological from your childhood, from your past, probably a way a parent affected you and controlled your mind in a way, and kind of this whole setting yourself free from a mechanism and going into a new mechanism, it caused a little bit of AVOC between you and a person from your past. Could be a parent that doesn't think highly of this new way, perhaps, or they were having a hard time accepting, but now they're accepting. Now they see what good it does to you, how good it is for you, how it affects you for the better, how it helps you, and they're kind of giving their blessing in a way, or just letting go of trying to convince you otherwise. They're also looking at it differently. For those of you that it's relevant, for those of you who do not have a father, and you know it, it's not a premonition. Those of you who have lost a father in the past, you are now for the first time putting him to rest. In your mind, I mean. In reality, of course, but I'm talking in your mind. There's finally an acceptance. I feel like some of you, the reason you were holding on to a certain way of life or a point of view or way of thinking is because a potential parent was like that. They taught you that, they gave you that, it's what they thought, it's what they believed in. And because they're gone, if it's relevant to you, then you were holding on to their perspective, the way they think about things, you know, their set of beliefs, just out of respect for them. For example, if you come from a religious home and you lost parents and you're holding on to the religion out of respect for the parent, even though you don't necessarily connect to that way of life anymore. It's just an example. It could be so many things. But now that you have allowed yourself to live a different life, and maybe the parent is still in your life, right? Knock on wood. I don't know. Each of you have your own story, but it's a mechanism, okay? So some to more extreme, some to less extreme, but it's like you're leaving your childhood home in a way. You may have left your childhood home 20 years ago, but only now you're actually releasing yourself from the way you were raised. And it's whatever it is that inspired you throughout this year, that has taught you so much, new things about yourself, shown you so many other ways. It's like, it just naturally goes to sleep. Put to rest. There is a certain element of needing to say goodbye around this time. You're not the only one. Cancer also had it. Saying goodbye can be a breakup. Saying goodbye can be an old family member leaving us. Saying goodbye can be leaving a home and moving to a different place. It doesn't have to be bad. It could be new and exciting. But there is a certain element of, releasing something, letting go of something. You don't have a choice. And that thing brings up a lot of things in your psychology. To start, you can't touch hope before you touch your demons, right? It's the Pandora box. You have to release the demons in order for hope and love to be released as well from the box. So you have to go through the mind, through the psychic, through the pain, through the past, through our loved ones and the connection with them, through the mystery in us. The Pale Door is the mystery that is unveiled, that unveils itself magically or in mysterious ways. You could be having dreams around November, or all kinds of serendipitous events, situations that are like, they're just opening your mind and opening your heart. And it's a process. Some of you are regaining faith in something after you may have lost it a little bit because you've experienced something. Maybe you've lost faith in your environment or in your family or people who weren't supportive of your new path. And here it's you're kind of releasing it and accepting it and potentially opening up to communicate again with people you may have lost touch with. But keep in mind, you have to, only if they accept you as your new you. Be adamant. For those of you who can't get pregnant for any reason, not because you don't want you, but because you can't, this might be an ending of a dogmatic way of thinking of, it has to be my biological child. You might be considering adoption here. You might be considering adopting a little girl. I'm sorry, this is very specific, I know. It's how it is in general readings. I have to say all the narratives that come up. Like, there's a few of you, so whatever I'm saying, if it doesn't touch you, it touches someone else, right? But beautiful, absolutely beautiful. That was November. I'll drink to that. How far along are we in the reading? An hour and 12? It's okay. December 2019. Oh, fantastic. I'm so happy. Oh my God. Yay, Aries. December, the Magician. Don't forget, we still have the Lovers all over this and the element of water all over this. Love is all over this reading. Choosing the path of the heart. Having a strong heart. Going with your path and believing in yourself without having the need to operate from ego or prove anything or battle someone. Just quietly and surely just going about your path, And if people object, let them object. And if people join, let them join. But, you just flow. And that's how you manifest wonderful, wonderful things. You're the master of your existence, Aries. Good job. And see the sword here? It's like, it's held by this angel. And it's above this couple. It's like, well, what you going to choose? What are you going to do with this gift? What are you going to do with this destiny? And here, it's like all the elements are like flying in the air. He's like holding his wand and has all the elements fly to his, they subordinate to him. So this means that you did a good job. You've learned the lesson, okay? You put your arms to rest here in November. You've let go of the battle, the start. You are seeking peace. You're looking at things differently. You're communicating differently. And that's when the door, Pandora box, that's when the box unlocks and sets all these magical tools at your disposal. You've earned them. They were always at this in your box, but it was locked and you needed the key. And this was the key, Aries. This was your magical key. Letting down your arms, relieving the sword, not fighting, just doing. I'm about to cry because this is very, very beautiful. I love tarot. I mean, how amazing this is. I mean, seriously, look at what we're doing here. I'm very grateful to be able to do this for you. Wow. Novice of Wands, aka Page of Wands, and the Moon. Not gonna lie, there's magic here. There's witchcraft. There's howling to the moon and setting intentions into fire. Fehu. And it's your new home, Aries. Welcome. This is like, like Harry Potter, up until he was 10, no, 11. So he thought he was this orphan that has to live in like the shoebox closet at his evil uncle's house until forever. And then he gets letters from Hogwarts. And then he discovers he's a magician and he finds his home and gets to Hogwarts and he learns how to be himself suddenly. Like this entire world shifts in takes a 180. And he's like, is this who I am? Yes, Aries, this is who you are. Now, I'm not saying you're Harry Potter and I'm not saying you're going to Hogwarts, but it's a similar journey. It's a very similar thing. And who's going to believe you, right? And people are going to tell you that you're crazy, right? But you're like, no, I know. And you fight through it and you go through the challenges, but then you release the one thing that was still, that thorn that was stuck in your butt from the beginning. This thorn, you put it to rest and everything releases itself. And this means that by December 2019, if you're not in that place yet, this new world that you're learning about, that here you become, I don't know if the master of it, but you're definitely capable of living it, if not even teaching it. Okay? Well, I won't go as far as teaching it, but I don't know. Each of you is in their own journey, but if this is a new realm for you, Fehu is the cattle, it's the cow, it's the property. It's the feminine aspect of whatchamacallit, of the earth. It's land, okay? It's cattle. And the moon is here. It's like you're really finding a new connection to the water kingdom. See here, the element of water? That's very much the moon. And all these swords here that we started with, that were stuck in our hearts, the divine is showing us a way of taking them out of our heart. But then what? What do we do with this sword? Because when it was stuck in our heart, we used it to fight. We used it to fight. But the energy is like, no more. Now you just need to swim in waters of creativity, of love, of emotion, of intuition. High Priestess, the star, the moon. I mean, really? And December, Page of Wands is December. It's Sagittarius. You're becoming very adventurous and very creative. You're like really tapping into your subconscious, and you're like, you opened the Pandora box, and you're like, and you really like what you found out, because you've been working so much and so deep on releasing the demons and your fears and your issues from your childhood that were stuck in that box. So once that was done, when you reopen this box, All the good stuff came out. And there was someone around teaching you, Aries. Look at this. Maybe you're teaching someone. No, someone is doing this for you. It's all over this reading. Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups. 2 Ace of Wands. Ace of Cups. Fire transmuted with water. That's the alchemy. I'm surprised we don't have the Temperance card. I know why we don't have the Temperance card. Because when we have the Temperance card, that's Spirit telling us that we need to find the balance between water and fire. We need to seek a way of transmuting the different, allegedly opposing energies and forces within ourselves. But if it's not here, it means we already know how to do it. Look at this. Water, fire. Water, fire. Water, fire. It's 3 times. 3 scales of water, fire, in front of each other. Even here now. Page of Wands is fire. And he has fire and water. I mean, really? You're being adventurous with manifestation. Be careful of that. We're going from Father of Wands to Page of Wands. This could be overexcitement, becoming a little bit less... okay, so you've released something old, an old dogma that was controlling you, and now you're feeling liberated and young and open-minded again, and you want to experience and you want to have these adventures, right? And these newfound, live through this newfound knowledge that you've gained and skills. You have to be responsible with that, though. With power comes great responsibility. The character in the moon here is very mature. Page of Wands is a novice. Okay, it's young, it's new. The Magician is very mature, it's very knowledgeable, but it can be quite arrogant and be like, oh, the way I want things. Especially with the 3 of Cups, it wants to have fun. It discovered a new world and now it wants to have fun. With power comes responsibility. Be careful. Seek advice and guidance and be very grounded. Pharaoh tells you to be grounded. To work on the things that matter, that are rooted, and don't be irresponsible. I like that they have the moon here and above it dawn. They have the moon here as well, and the High Priestess. The moon here is very strong. And the moon. Okay, be guided by the moon. My love, be guided by the moon. Be guided by intuition. Be guided by water. Wonderful. Okay. Are we ready for the oracles? How far along are we in the reading? I can't see from here. 1 minute and 22 minutes. 1 hour, 22 minutes. It's okay. Akashic Records. Hello. One message, please, from the Akashic Tarot. Oh, you know what I want to do first? I want to clear this, because I want you to be able to look at just the significant tarot cards while I give you the oracle. Beautiful reading. Beautiful, beautiful reading. Okay. Great. Okay. Akashic Record message. For my Aries seeker for 2019. Aries 2019. One message, please, from the Akashic Records. Accurate, clear, guiding message from the Akashic Record. Oh! I say one accurate and you're giving me like, no, it's too much. One message, please. One card for 2019 for Aries. Thank you. Ooh, up in the air. And this was at the bottom of the deck while I was shuffling, so I guess it wants to be here. Up in the air, number 18. Okay. Put it here. The book. Dun, dun, dun. So you see that I'm not making it up. A man and woman gaze with anticipation at a hot air balloon in a bright blue sky. The balloon flies high above the hills, and the contents of the balloon's basket are hidden from view. During this time of your life, there are aspects of an important situation that seem hidden to you. You may feel a strong, almost urgent desire to know how it's going to turn out. You can connect with your spirit guides and the Akashic records and ask for a little insight, but there are elements that are unknown, and at this time unknowable. There is too much about this situation that is still up in the air. This could be due to the influence of others who are undecided, or some events may not have yet come to pass, or unexpected discoveries are yet to be made. Trust is the only way for you now. If you push too hard to know or to influence the outcome, you might push that outcome away. What did I not tell you for this entire reading? Don't push. Allow things to unfold. I'm so good. Sorry. Let go of all urgency and give the situation to your higher infinite self, who will take care of it all. Time is required to know more about this matter, and time doesn't matter to your eternal self, whose power and love are always with you. For now, and indeed forever, what else do you need? Nothing but trust, the deepest knowing that all you seek will be revealed to you in the right time. What did I tell you, Aries? This year you need to be patient and not push. Did I not say it? I said it. Oh, I said it. I'm just trying to show off. Okay. I-Ching. Message, please, from the I-Ching. Clear guidance for my Aries seeker, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, any placement that is watching me for 2019. There we go. Dankeschön. Number 3, Cancer had number 4. Okay. This here. The book of the I-Ching. I just like to be dramatic. Alright. 3. Chun. Difficulty at the beginning. Wow, it's amazing how all the messages just, sync and resonate. Above water, below thunder. Water over thunder. The storm relieves tension. This is like the hagalas that we have here. Hagalas, hail, storm. September is, yes. Thunder clouds release rain. Thunder clouds release rain. Amazing. Thunderclouds release rain that eases tension caused by chaos or confusion. That's why you need to accept nature's circumstantial delays and things like that. It's meant to help you release certain things. Trust in the unknown, Aries. As a new undertaking begins, it sometimes takes a release of pent-up stress to push on to the next step. Thunder can't hold water above it. The rain must fall. In the storm's aftermath, new clarity will emerge. See the dawn here? This is brilliant. This is absolutely brilliant. I'm going to read it again without stopping. Thunderclouds release rain that eases tension caused by chaos or confusion. As a new undertaking begins, it sometimes takes a release of pent-up stress to push on to the next step. Thunder can't hold water above it. The rain must fall. In the storm's aftermath, new clarity will emerge. Okay, guys. Fantastic reading. Very helpful. You please return to this reading as you go through 2019. Hi, by the way. This will be very helpful for you to ease the tension and to be reminded that certain things are not to be fought right now. Okay? You will not remember this in September. So every month, come back. It's yours. It's yours. You know, you're not going to repay for it. You know, so yeah. Let's see if there's any repetition here that is worth mentioning. No. So this is a process of learning. Okay, you need to learn how to be synced. And you're going to do it. There's 2 10s here. That's the only repetitive number, meaning you need to let go. Something needs to be let go this year. I feel like it's a certain sense of self and way of living, way of thinking. It could be very subconscious and deep. I don't see a tower here. I don't think it's 2 massive exterior changes. I mean, it's inner and it's beautiful and it's very, very positive. You want to go about these things. You're going to create it yourself because you'll be inspired by something different that unveils itself to you. It will be a process, life-changing process, and you need to go about it differently. Einstein said it is insanity to do the same thing over and over again and expect different results. You expect different results in your life, something different to happen, you need to go about things differently, you need to think differently, you need to act differently, you need to be different. It's in the little things, it's in the subtleties. So you have to let go. Relax your muscles, relax your breathing. Trust that there's something bigger than you. There's always something bigger than us. I love you deeply. Book a private reading. Happy holidays.